So how do you use equipment to get financing? Well, I'm about to show you several different ways that you can actually get the money you need to buy equipment, lease equipment, or even borrow against equipment you or somebody else may own to get a low interest rate line of credit or loan. I'm going to show you how to get equipment financing even if you have challenged credit. I'm going to show you how to get approved for equipment financing even if you can't get approved for other kind of financing, even as a startup or a high-risk business. I'm going to sprinkle in some of my best tips along the way to get you the most money at the best terms. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to need you access to our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money to grow your business. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So there's three main types of equipment financing you should know about, and in this training, we're going to cover all three. So let's dive in and start with equipment financing itself. So equipment financing is where you go out to actually get the money you need to buy equipment. So you're actually coming in, finding a piece of equipment you need to start or grow your business, and you can actually use equipment financing to purchase that equipment. You can get approved for almost all of the cost of the equipment, excluding the first month and last month's payment. That's about all that's required down payment-wise for equipment financing. Plus, you can get this even as a startup business. So equipment financing is available for brand new businesses, for startups. It's available even if you have challenged credit. And again, all you oftentimes need is just their first and last month's payment as down payment. And there's a lot of other creative ways to get the money you need financing-wise to cover your first and last month's down payment as well. Now, what I love about this kind of financing is you can get it as a new business. You can get it if you have credit issues. It's fairly easy to get approved for, so you can get the equipment that you need to start your business and grow your business using this kind of funding. Now, the second type of equipment financing you should know about is equipment leasing. And equipment leasing is very similar to equipment financing. You can actually use it to lease the equipment that you need to start and grow a business, but you need to be in business about 1 year in order to qualify for equipment leasing, and the credit requirements are a little bit more stringent than equipment financing. You typically need a 620 FICO score longer and 1 year time in business in order to get approved. The benefit with equipment leasing is the terms are typically better than what you're going to find with equipment financing. So it's a little tougher to qualify, but it's also going to get you lower interest rate, longer term, meaning lower payments. So with equipment financing, leasing are two different options to lease or purchase the equipment you need to start or grow your business. But there's still one other type of equipment financing you should know about, and it's a secret kind of financing a lot of entrepreneurs know nothing about. It's called equipment sale leaseback. Now, this is a really creative way of using financing because you can actually borrow against equipment you already own or somebody else already owns. Now, you have to own the equipment, or that person has to own it. It can't already have a lien or a lease against it. But if you own a piece of equipment free and clear, or somebody else you know does, then you could use that as an asset to actually qualify for financing. Now, the nice thing is your credit quality doesn't matter, revenue doesn't matter. You can use this kind of financing even as a startup business. All you need to get approved is a piece of equipment worth some value, whether you own it or somebody else owns it. So let's say you own an old backhoe that's sitting in your backyard. Let's say your grandpa owns an old backhoe in his backyard. Well, you can use that backhoe as collateral to be able to get financing and borrow against it and get as much financing as 50% of the actual value of that equipment. Plus, you get pretty low interest rates and good terms, even if you have credit issues, even if you're a new business. So this is a very creative way to use an asset that you may just have laying around or somebody else you know may have laying around to actually be able to qualify for really low interest rate financing to start and grow your business. And with that, you now have access to three different ways you can use equipment to get financing. You can use equipment financing even as a startup business or with challenged credit, equipment leasing when you're lower risk to actually purchase or lease the equipment that you need. And you can even borrow against equipment that you or somebody else may own with equipment sale leaseback. Want access to even more cool ways to get funding? Then grab our funding vault at creditsuite.com/27 ways. That's creditsuite.com/27, the word ways, to access our funding vault of 27 killer ways to get money to grow your business. And if you want to know all the money you can get right now, then give us a call for a free consultation. On that consultation, we will tell you all the credit lines and loans you can get approved for right now. We'll get your business credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian for free. They usually cost $250 from the bureaus. We get them for you at no cost. Go over them with you, give you tips and tactics to improve and build your business credit. And we'll do a fundability assessment to help you fix the structure of your business to avoid a lot of the problems that get entrepreneurs turned down and to make yourself more lendable. You can grab that free consultation information by giving us a call at 877-600-2487. That's 877-600-2487. Or you can schedule online at creditsuite.com/consult. Did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow